Oh, hi there, my lovely construction aficionados. Welcome to Contractors Diary. I'm your host, Eugene, and today we're going to cover bib insulation. Vámonos. BIBS, BIBS. It's an alternative system of insulation versus the regular bats that you just put in the cavity. This method is using a cloth-like material that is breathable. It comes in rolls like these. They're 10 feet high. They're folded in half, so easier to maneuver. You attach them to the wall with like a gazillion staples, and then you blow the cavity with the machine that's been provided by Home Depot. You can get that machine for free for 24 hours when you buy 10 or more bags of the loose fill insulation. One bag pretty much covers about 4 of these cavities. This is 16 on center. Just keep that in mind. This can be done on a retrofit. You just cut holes in your drywall, or obviously on a brand new construction. Very efficient. This gets you about R26 versus the regular R21 with bats. We are in the new construction. It's a duplex. Which brings me to the sponsor of this episode, the Asher Law Group out of Old Sacramento, California. As someone who has rentals, I'm always in fear of dealing with eviction. That's where the guys from the Asher Law Group comes in. They relieve all the stress from me. They have monthly subscriptions as well as annual, different kind of plans that you can choose from, and they take care of the whole process. Check them out, theasherlawgroup.com. Thanks, Eugene, for introducing the sponsor of this video, but let's get back to installation, please. Let's check out what tools we will need to complete a project like that, or maybe a smaller project, and how DIY friendly it is. All right, so what we have here is extremely bright lamp that I'm going to turn off. All right, let's start with PPE, personal protective equipment. We have our masks, eyewear protection. In my case, I'm using goggles because I'm four-eyed. Gloves if you have a need for that. A lamp, a headlamp can also be helpful. And onto the tools. We have a cordless Milwaukee stapler to kind of initiate the process. Then you have a pneumatic stapler. So obviously we'll need a compressor with hoses. I use 5/8, holds more air. It's more durable. Less probability of puncturing the hose, or if somebody steps on it, less kinks, and etc, etc, etc. Holds more air as well too. And you would need one because you need to staple the crap out of the fabric so it's holding tight to the studs. Otherwise you're going to have a little oopsie, which I will show you in a minute. And about 12 of these packs. It's a 5,000 staples per pack. Cost way less than buying an individual pack, by the way. I found that out later. And foam gun. This is a must for anyone, DIY guys or gals. And pros probably will have 2 of these for different type of foams. Here we have the blue one, which is a low expansion foam used for windows, doors, small cracks, outside or exterior penetrations, stuff like that. And then we have the red one, which is a fire sealant. You use it for penetrations that go into the floor up or floor down. But since we're in a duplex, anything that goes into the other unit, cables, pipes, have to be sealed with that. But be very mindful and careful. These orange pipes that are fire sprinkler pipes cannot be sealed using any of these seals or caulk. It has to be a special caulk that has been provided to me by my fire sprinkler contractor, because otherwise this stuff will eat the pipe eventually. I don't know, maybe 3, 4, 5 years, but it will leak, and then fire sprinklers will have a malfunction. So just be careful with that. And the most important thing is foam cleaner. If you don't use that, you can throw away your gun after one use. If not, you can, keep it. And I've been using mine for about 3 years. Very handy. I also clean the connector of the tube to be able to use it later on, because otherwise it's going to gunk up like that and you won't be able to use. And just for the haters and comments, these are empty. You'll also need a ladder, a short one and a tall one, to reach cavities above the windows and the doors. Okay, now let's get into the actual process. So you stretch out the fabric, pretty easy. Staple, look how many staples. That's, I don't know, probably like 50 staples for one stud. And if you don't do that, here's an example of what will happen. A blowout, and then the insulation got onto the stud, which you just have to cut this, clean it out, and staple it back. But it's a process that will delay you. So staple the studs thoroughly, because even this is not thoroughly. You see, there's some insulation here. So just take that in consideration. And now onto the machine. It's a fairly easy to use machine. It's in 2 pieces with about 100 feet of 2-inch corrugated hose. It's see-through, so you can see if you get any clogs, and trust me, you will. I had 3. You get these bags of insulation, cut them in half, push one through this opening. The blades on the inside breaks the insulation, and it comes through hoses, and it's basically like this loose fill insulation. The only problem is Home Depot does not provide you a setup for for blowing the walls. I had to buy this coupler and buy a piece of 2-inch ABS pipe, just the cheapest one they have, about 51 inch, because you lose some inches with putting it into the coupler. Why? Let me show you. If you have a corrugated pipe, or use the one that is provided by Home Depot, you will not be able to push it through all the way to the top or all the way to the bottom. When you have the setup that I have, it's easier to slide it into the cavity, push it all the way down, and start filling it up. Once my guy is back from lunch, we'll give you guys a demonstration. After you have the fabric, then you need to install the pink foam, which I am missing. Let me show you the pink foam. It's a 3-inch pink foam, basically a gasket that gets attached to the top plate. After that, or in between, you attach these guys, rafter battens. They go right in front of the eave ventilation. Why? So that when you blow insulation in your attic, the vents do not get blocked, and you can still have air circulation in your attic. Very important. Your attic needs to breathe. Don't forget. Well, you probably won't pass inspection if you forget. So okay, I got my guy back. So you see it's building up. Perfect, perfect. Bulging out, that's what we want. You can actually hear it. And then you raise it a little bit. Up. Raise it up a little bit more. More. then you hold this right here. Stop. Perfect. And you let it decompress. Once you get a hang of it, you will be able to just hold the insulation in place and move on to the next hole and do it like that, so you can do it without stopping. But that's pretty much it. We have a really nice, let me show you, we have a really nice compression right here. It's bulging on the side. That's what the inspector is going to be looking for, and that gives you our 25-26. That's the beauty of the blown-in insulation. It is messy, but it, you know, all this mess is because I was trying to do it by myself without any help. Then afterwards, you can come in, kind of get the scraps on the bottom, and then fill the hole right here to have a continuous insulation, because there's a little pocket right here that did not get filled, and then you tape it off and you're good to go. So now guys, let's go ahead and check out how much that have costed me and if it's DIY friendly. Okay guys, I thought I was finally done recording videos for the insulation episode, but as I was doing unit number 2, a couple more tips that I wanted to share with you came up. So the tip number 1, do not cut out your outlets, because if you do, the insulation will start popping out of here and it's going to be a total mess. And I think the most important tip is be very careful. Home Depot does not provide you with a setup to blow walls. So as I showed you, we had to attach an ABS pipe. On this unit number 2 that I was doing, the difference between the unit number 1, how we were blowing walls, is I kind of got a hang of it. So going from bay to bay, I was not stopping the machine and moving to the bay number 2. I was just holding the end of the tube and then moving to bay number 2. Way faster, but that was building up static energy, electricity, and it started shocking me. It started shocking me a little bit, and then so I just added a little bit of, you know, tape, but then it was more and more intensified. I tried leather gloves, did not help. What else did I do? I tried standing on concrete barefoot. It was really cold, did not help. The only thing that helped is I attached a piece of wire, this little thin wire that we use to tie rebar. I attached it bare to the pipe, and then I ran it along the pipe and outside to a metal rod. So basically grounded the pipe. The last time I got shocked, my employees saw a spark like maybe a foot long coming out of my hand. So that was really intensified, and I don't know, Home Depot kind of dropped the ball. I called them and they're like, well, we don't know anything about anything, so whatever. But that's a pro tip for you guys if you're going to be doing wall insulate or blow-in wall insulation and using Home Depot equipment. Okay guys, let's take the PPE off and do your favorite part, the math. Alright, let's see if the math pans out. So on the loose insulation, it was 80 bags for both units. I've spent $3,757.60, 120 bucks on staples, $152.01 on the fabric. That's not including gloves and masks, which, you know, whatever. That gives us the grand total of $3,877.61. That's not taking in consideration the time we've spent on putting the fabric, blowing the insulation. That was total 4 days. This is day 5. We spent all day doing putting up drywall. Granted, we're not drywall contractors, so it's a little bit new to us. I don't know, does it pan out? We still haven't even touched unit number 2. Just for a comparison, my insulation contractor gave me a bid of $2,765, material and labor included, for a regular R21 bats. Would have taken them 2-3 days to complete the job. I wouldn't even have to be here, just write a check and forget about it. Granted, this does give me R2526, which is way better for the overall envelope of the house. But just to remind you, this is a rental. I'm not that type of person that cheaps out on rental versus a custom home, but the ROI at the end of the day will be less on this particular project. This is a learning experience for me. I've done plenty of BIBS on custom homes, but not rental. I've tried it. I don't think I'm gonna do it again, but let's give this a DIY grade. My personal opinion, that is a 3.25 out of 5. It is time consuming, it is messy, costly. If you're doing it at your house, maybe. If you're doing it for a flip, you're probably not gonna do it. And if you're a DIY person, it will get a lot, very messy. Plus, you need to tap into the, hey, my friend, can you help me for a couple of days with the, operating the machine. So let me know down in the comments below if I'm wrong, and I will catch you on the next one. I'm your host, Eugene, and today we're gonna cover bib. I don't even have my bib.